everybody, it's Heather from Cottontail Crafts. It's Friday, September 12th. Miss Brenda was supposed to come over today to make cards with me. She's feeling a little under the weather, so she decided to stay home and get some rest. So I decided to pump out some cards last night, and I'm out of birthday cards. So I'm going to take some more cards over to Lisa in a bit. This one was in my stash already, along with this one. So I have two from my stash. And then I pumped these out last night. I just made 6 all the same. This is old Stampin' Up! Paper. I'm really sad because I'm pretty much through this paper now. But the paper's so pretty, I just added sentiment. So these are super fast and easy to make. And then she only has one card left that is blank, no occasions on it. And she sells quite a few of these, so I think I have 8 of these. So I made so many with the teal and so many with the yellow. So I have 15 cards going over to Lisa later. And I had pulled some old stock from her store. So now I'm going to work on pricing. I have to price all that stuff on the table behind me. And I'm going to mark down some stuff. I have bins over in my other room that I have to go through, and I'm going to mark down a few more things. I'm going to bring a clearance bin to my market tomorrow, and that'll probably be the last time I have a clearance bin for the year. And then me and Dave, I have to have that table cleared off because later me and Dave are going to assemble a new medicine cabinet that we bought for our bathroom upstairs, because I'm tired of looking at pill bottles and just having the countertop cluttered. It drives me crazy. So we ordered a new medicine cabinet. And then the mirror that's upstairs is going to move to the bathroom down here. And it's a pretty big medicine cabinet, so we're going to assemble it on that table. So I got to get busy and get that cleared off right now. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. I just worked on my video. It's uploading now, so I got to work on the description and my thumbnail later. I'll do that tonight. And then I'll be back tomorrow with market footage. So I might pop back on to say how much clearance I was able to find. So we'll see, but I will be back in a bit. Hello everybody, it's Saturday morning, it's market day. Dave just helped me with my tent, so my tent is up. I just have to put all my stock out. But I thought I would just jump on and show you that I made 2 more bats. I used creepy eyes, so I made that one. And I made this one. They still had to be priced, but I'm going to sell a few things first before, because I don't have any extra tags. And then last night, I'm sorry the camera's all messed up. Then I made a Myrtle the Turtle because I needed another turtle. Well, I haven't made any Myrtles in a couple weeks, so I'm like, I'm going to make a bigger Myrtle the Turtle, and I use Big Twist Plush, and I used a 6mm hook, and look at how big he came out. Isn't he pretty? So I did another Myrtle. I might have to make a couple more of these. He's I don't know, I might put 25 on him. I can get 15 for the Parfait Chunkies. Maybe I'll show you a size comparison once I get set up. But yeah, I grabbed my coffee. I grabbed a muffin for later. So I just got to take my last bag down and my coffee. So I'll be back once I get set up. Okay, it's 9:05. I've had one sale already. $10 cat. So I'll show you my setup. I got my 3D printing. They printed these for me last night. They're like little price tags, which I thought was kind of cool. These are new. These are just like a new fidget toy. These are new. There's a lot of waste with this design, but it's super cute. I have a tic-tac-toe game for $20. How cute is that? And then I have my keychains for $5. All my $10 critters. Well, that's what I got left. I got to make more. And then most of Shannon's patterns. Stacy's fancy pants. I got another clearance bin this week. I went through some more stuff. And then this is all of April's patterns. I have to make more pickles and more spiders. That is all I have left. There's so much that I need to make, but anyway, this is the new turtle I was telling you about. That's the size difference. So yeah, I put 25 on him. Same pattern. I get 15 for these, no problem, so that one's going to be 25. But that's my first little update. And then those little frogs are so stinking cute. I've got to make some more of the big ones. And I don't have any of the crochet chicks and the eggs left, so all I have left is the 3D printed eggs. So we'll see if they sell better without the crocheted eggs here, because people will pick the crocheted eggs pretty much every time because like it's $5 cheaper. But so I'll be back with an update in a bit. So it's 9:40. I've sold a few things out of my clearance bin. Some of it I might not have pictures for, like because some of it's really old stock. But I sold my large reindeer. I marked him down to 25, and then I sold a $5 octopus, and I can't remember what was $10. I think it was like a rubber ducky that had the eyes in it that I didn't like. And then I sold one of April's loaf cats for $20. And then I sold two of the mini cats for $10 each for $20. So, and I sold one 3D printed little critter for $2. So it's not as good as last time I was here, but I had somebody right off the bat spend $100 out of my clearance bin. And it's chilly here today. Like when I was setting up my tent, it was only like 9 degrees, 10 degrees Celsius, which I think is 50 Fahrenheit. I still got my hoodie on. It's still chilly. The sun's coming out, so I'm hoping it warms up a little bit so I can take my hoodie off. But yeah, that's my update for now. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so it's 20 after 10. And sales are trickling in. It's not as busy as it was the last time I was here. But I did just sell Toothless. And that was Shannon from Snuggle Beans Crochet's Toothless. And I had 40 on him. So I will have to make another Toothless. I sold one of April's cats and one of April's pigs for $20 each for $40. So I'm out of pigs because I only made 2. I sold one last time I was here, and then I just sold the solid pink cow. So I'll be making more pigs. What else? Some of the 3D printing stuff is going. And I sold one of the 3D printed chicks and the eggs. And I'm still getting quite a few of the $10 vouchers that the kids got mailed to them. So that's definitely helping with the sales. So that's it for now. I'll be back in a bit. So it's 11:38. Still not as busy as the last time I was here, but the clouds are starting to roll in, so I'm getting a little worried that it's going to sprinkle on us. Hopefully it waits until after we're packed up and gone. Sold my Grinch. I sold my acrylic Grinch out of the clearance bin. Finally, I've had him for like 3 years. But I got people at my table, so I gotta run. So I really don't like the look of those clouds coming in. It's 12:15 and I'm hoping and hoping and praying the rain doesn't start until after I'm packed up and in my car. So yeah, we got 45 minutes to go. It takes me about 40 minutes just to pack up because I'm by myself. Clearance bin's not doing as good as it could be, but I can bring it back the next time I'm here too, right? So I might even have more stuff to add to it. 3D printing's going pretty good. I'll do a whole recap when I get home. But I'm really excited I sold my Grinch. I've had that for so long. But yeah, I'll be back later. All right, so it's 10 to 1. She came around 10 minutes ago and collected all the vouchers. And then I got one, so I had to hunt her down and give her a voucher. And 10 minutes later, I got another one. So I got to go hunt her down again. Because they e-transfer us the money later. So there's only 10 minutes left. It's slowed down pretty good now. So I might start condensing my stuff because I want to get packed up before I think it's going to rain. I want to get packed up before the rain comes. So I'll talk with you later. Ice roasted. I just got packed up. I'm back in my car. I'm just going to run across the street and grab a large ice cap because I am like overheated right now. And then I will go home and I will do my market recap. I definitely don't think I did as good as last time I was here, but I still think I did pretty good. And the rain held off, which is excellent. As long as I got my plushies in a bin, it would have been fine, but packing up a wet tent and then you have to unpack it to dry it out, it's just a pain in the butt. So I'm glad I didn't have to do that. So I will meet up with you later and tell you how I did. It is Sunday, September 14th, so it's the day after my market. So I just thought I would come on and tell you my results. I have my other market book in front of me because I did not do as well as I did last time I was there. But I mean, it wasn't as busy. I didn't feel like it was as busy as it has been. And I mean, the weather it's starting to get colder here in Nova Scotia, Canada. When me and my husband were setting up my tent, it was 9-10 degrees Celsius with just like 50 Fahrenheit, I think. So it was chilly, like, and I had my hoodie on for most of the market. It wasn't until I was packing up that I took my hoodie off. But I was by myself packing up. So it was a little bit more, it was a lot more work. But for some reason, I can tear down the tent by myself, but putting it up, I struggle. And I don't know why. I don't know why that is. But plus, I'm getting older. So I did go through my stock that I had in my spare room downstairs in my basement. And I managed to fill my bin again. And I think there's a few more things I want to add. Like I have some all from Jade turtles that I made probably 2 years ago in Burnett that were colors that weren't very exciting. Old style eyes that I had. So there's a couple more things I think I want to mark down and add to my bin for the next time I'm there, which is October 11th. So my next market is 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks away. So I'm really gonna bust out this. Well, I'm gonna try to bust out this stuff. So my husband was downstairs in my craft room yesterday assembling a medicine cabinet. So I got to clear out that back table. But what I want to do is from now until my next market, all my makes I want to put on that table to see how much I can pump out in like 3 weeks. So I got to clean that off later. Like I said, it wasn't as busy, but I did write everything down. The 3D printing was okay, but it wasn't spectacular. I've done way better in the 3D printing. And I didn't sell any of the large 3D printed dragons. It was mostly $5 fidget toys. And I did $96 in 3D printing. Still, it adds to my total, which helps. My clearance basket, I did $223. And I finally sold my acrylic Grinch, you guys. I marked him down to 15. I've had him for, this would be Christmas number 4 with him. And I marked him down to 15 just to get him gone. He's adorable. I took a picture of him as he sold, so I would have a picture to put up here of my Grinch. And I thought he was super cute. So he's finally gone. I think the only thing I have left in acrylic is some octopuses that I marked down to $5. But I do have a whole bag of Halloween stuff that's acrylic. That's going to be in my next clearance bin. I got to go through all that and mark that stuff down. Because the only thing that really sells for me is my zombies. So I don't think I'm going to make any more of those too. I think I have like a couple left. I just want them gone. Halloween does not sell well for me. So I did $223 in my clearance bin. So my mini kittens, I sold 5 of those for $10 each for $50. The $10 puppies, I sold 2. Now, I sold out of a lot of the more popular dog breeds the last market, so I do need to remake some more of those. I had a little girl looking at Robin's axolotl. It's the last axolotl I have. And she had a $10 voucher, so I let it go for $10. She was so cute. So yeah, I just let her have it for $10. It was the last one. The axolotls don't seem to be selling as well, so I don't know if I'm going to make any more. We'll see. I sold, not at the same time, but at different times throughout the day. I sold Toothless. Toothless sold pretty quickly. And then I had somebody buy Luna not long after. So I got to remake both of those. I sold them for $40 each for $80. I sold a couple of snakes. I sold a small snake and then I sold a large snake. The small snake was $15 and the larger snake was $25. And it had stripes on it, so I sell them for $5 more than the non-striped snakes for the larger snakes. I did $45 in my $5 cotton crocheted keychains. I want them gone too. So I will just randomly take them to market until they're gone. I sold 1 support pickle for $10. I have 2 left, so I need to make some more of those. I didn't sell any of April's cows. And they didn't even seem to get that much attention, which really surprises me. I think somebody picked up the Highland cow, but then they put it back down. But I did sell her cat. I sold 1 of her cats for $20. I sold 1 of her bunnies for $20. And I sold 1 of her pigs for $20. So I'm out of pigs. I need to make more. I only made 2. 1 sold last market. The spotted pig sold last market, and then I sold the solid pink one this market. The pigs are cute. People like the pigs, so I'll be making more pigs. I think I only have 1 bunny left, so I'll probably make another bunny. And I had 2 cats left. I might make another cat. I threw all of my old style loaf cats with the small black safety eyes in my clearance bin. And I only marked them down $5, sold them all. So, because people tend to like the big glitter safety eyes better anyway, so. So I sold 3 small Myrtle the Turtles at a Parfait Chunky for $15 each. And then I sold a $20 Myrtle the Turtle that was in Bernat blanket with the creepy eyes for $20. So I did $65 in Myrtle the Turtle. I sold 1 chicken the egg with the 3D printed egg for $15. I don't have any of the crocheted eggs left. I sold 3 of my new frogs for $12 each for $36. So those are selling pretty good too. And I sold 2 of my bats, my new bats, for $15 each for $30. And I sold a gray one with green eyes, and the orange one sold with the creepy eyes. Little girl bought that one. She had like an orange hat with purple like skeleton. Like she was already like into Halloween, but she bought the orange bat. And then the last thing was I sold one of Stacy's sitting birds, and it was a chicken. And that same person bought Dusty, Stacy's new pattern that I pattern tested this week for, I sold that for $30. I put $30 on it, but it's adorable. I knew for sure that probably would sell today because he's so stinking cute. So I will be remaking some more chickens in the overhauls. So that customer, there's $50 right there. So my total for today was $830, which is still pretty good for 4-hour market. My table fee was $30, and my square fees were $4.29. So after fees, I made $795.71. Crochet was $734, and 3D printing was $96. So again, I did not take any of my embroidered items. I'm kind of saving that for the Christmas market that I'm not allowed to bring my crochet to, because I don't want to be stressed before that market pumping out embroidery stuff. I did buy a couple of new embroidery files that I should probably look into making this week. But I won't tell you what those are until I make some of them. But I should get to that this week. Well, I have 3 weeks without a market, so it's all good. I have time to play. So that's it. So it's going to be a pretty short video because my last video was at 45 minutes, so I decided to stop it and do a separate market video for you guys. But yeah, so I got to keep making the cats. I want to make some more of the dogs. I need to make another Toothless, another Light Fury. I'm really low on snakes. I think I have 3 small snakes and 2 large snakes left. That's it. I gotta make some more pickles. I want to make another bunny, 2 pigs. I need to make some Parfait Chunky myrtles. I'm totally out. Those I cannot keep in stock. And I still have some small frogs left. I want to make some of the larger frogs because that pattern I bought it had the 2 different sizes. So I will link in the description below like my best sellers that I have at markets, and if you guys want to go check it out, I'll put the links in the description for you. And here comes my puppy dog. Hello, baby. Hello, my baby. What are you doing? Hi. Hi. What'd you think? Mommy's gonna play later. I think I'm gonna decorate some eyes today because I want to pump out some more of April's loaf critters, and I want to decorate some 20mm safety eyes. I should probably do another couple of sets of eyes for my Toothless and Light Fury too. And I think I'm going to make them Parfait Chunky because I got $40 for those two. Like, they didn't even bat an eye at the price. But I don't think I'm going to put 45 or higher than 40. I think 40 is a good number for me in my area. So I need to decorate some eyes today, take a break from the crocheting. I didn't crochet at all yesterday. My hands have been pretty sore and stiff, so I think today I'm just gonna decorate some eyes, maybe see if Robin wants to do a video chat later, and chat with her and decorate some eyes. Just take it easy. I might crochet something tonight. I might start one of my dragons tonight. But I need to decorate the eyes first, so that's what I'm going to go work on right now. And thank you everybody for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next week with what I make earlier in the week. We'll talk to you later. Bye.